So hello, it's Dr. Gail Lash, and we're talking about Peace Brain, and what is that, and why we really need a Peace Brain society. Well, we all know what peace is within ourselves. We know when it feels like we're at peace, and when I'm having a peaceful day, a peaceful moment, a chance to sort of just sigh and be in that tranquil, that well-being space. I want to look at the history a little bit about how this is all coming about and why we are in this shift of consciousness, if you will, this shift of society. Many things are falling apart all around us, and that actually is normal and a good thing. And I know that sounds strange, perhaps, but the old ways of doing things, the old ways where we believe we're separate from each other, we're not connected to the earth, really need to be changed and need to fall by the wayside, and new ways of being need to emerge. And they are emerging. There is beautiful hope, beautiful wisdom out there. But let me just explain a little bit of the history, and this might put it into context. In the course of humanity, in the course of the evolution of humans on the planet, we started out living in caves, and we started out living in our own clans and our tribes, and that was great. That was okay. We were separate from other clans and tribes, and we needed to protect our resources. Those living in colder climates actually needed to, if you will, store up for the winter. They needed to hoard the resources. They needed to, in order to survive, protect their resources. This is why we actually developed, in the northern latitudes, developed property rights, developed a mindset of individual needs or collective within a small area, like my clan, my tribe, my village, my city, my nation. I need to protect what I have, because when it gets to be cold, when I can't grow my food, when I don't have those resources, my community won't survive. So it's interesting to think of also in the tropical latitudes that actually those mindsets are very different, where you have food growing on a tree and you just go out and pick it, where you have plentiful fish in the rivers, or plants growing for medicinal purposes. You just go out and pick what you need. Nature has provided for you. And there's no need even to grow crops, or there's no need to certainly store up for a winter, because there is no winter. Communities are more communal mindsets. They're more about the village relationship, not about my individual well-being. So childcare is shared. You know, the aunt down the road will take care of the 10 kids during the day, or the kids will just roam from house to house and village to village, and everything is fine. So this greater good, this greater collective mentality is more of a norm when we don't have to protect the resources for survival. And this is the mindset that now this world is needing to cultivate. We are now, for the first time in the human race, a world community. It's not just about my city or my clan or my tribe or even my nation, but it's about our world. We're connected not only through the internet, but obviously through resources, through exchanging and shipping goods, through our monetary system, through all of our systems are interrelated and interconnected. So when one area of the world is having a war, is having famine, is having a recession, it affects every single other part of the world as well. This is why our Peace Brain mindset is really prevalent now, needs to happen and become the new paradigm, if you will, for the world in general. We need to think of peace. We need to be able to work together in unity, in cooperation, in harmony, in win-win solutions. And that's not only with humanity, but that's also about Mother Nature. That's also about the resources that we have and the greater good. So this is why the history of Peace Brain really is timely and now.